There we go. I want to talk about parabolas very briefly here at the end. And again, we're doing like 2-3 objectives in one day. Why? So that tomorrow I don't have to speak at all. So for parabolas, really just a few things we want to know. Every parabola can be written in 3 forms. We can write a parabola in standard form, which is y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. This is the most common form that you all have seen. Y equals 3x squared plus 5x plus 20. Standard form is really helpful when you know the y-intercept and 2 points. If I give you the y-intercept and 2 points, this is the way to go. Then we have factored form. Y equals a x minus r1 times x minus r2. R1 and R2 are the roots. R1 and R2 are the roots. So this form is good if you have roots and 1 point. And form number 3, bless you, is vertex form, which is y equals a x minus h squared plus k. Y equals x minus h squared plus k. And h comma k is the vertex. I'll show you what we mean by vertex. And this is good if you know the vertex and 1 point. The vertex and 1 point. Vertex, we mean the following. Here's a parabola. There's the vertex. This is concave down. Concave down means the parabola opens downwards. The only time a parabola will be concave down is if a is less than 0. A is this number out here in front. I could also have a parabola that is concave up. Concave up. This is when a is greater than 0, and this is the vertex again. And the last thing, again, remembering from last year, is every parabola has this so-called axis of symmetry, which means that on either side of this line, the parabola is the same. The equation for the axis of symmetry, equation, is x equals h. H, remember, is the x-coordinate of this point. H is the x-coordinate of the vertex. This will equal R1 plus R2 divided by 2. Like, these are the same number. H is a number. 3, 10, a million, negative 1,000. That's going to equal R1, which is the first root, plus R2 divided by 2. In other words, this is halfway between the 2 roots. And this will also equal negative b over 2a. BA, so negative b over 2a. All these are the same number. So if I tell you h and R1, you can find R2. If I tell you h and a, you can find b. All right. Last thing here. Any questions on this? Yeah, Jimmy? x equals h, which equals r1 plus r2 divided by 2, which equals negative b over 2a.
B is gonna be the y point. Can't remember.
No. So one last thing. If we look on part A, it says using vertex form, write the equation of this parabola. So vertex form right here. So the vertex of the parabola is 5, 4. So I'm going to put that in. 5 goes for h, that's the x-coordinate. 4 goes for k, that's the y-coordinate of the vertex. So y equals a, x minus 5 squared plus 4. Again, the way I knew that 5, 4 was the vertex is that's shown on the graph. And now you got to find a. The way to find a is you need another point. So I can just look on the graph. There are many other points there. I will pick the point 1, 0. I'll pick the point 1, 0. Because I can clearly see 1, 0 is on the graph. So plug in 0 for y, plug in 1 for x, and solve for a. This is not going to be a problem for anybody, I'm sure. So 0 equals 16. How do you 16? 1 minus 5, negative 4 squared is 16. So 0 equals 16a plus 4. Minus 4 on both sides. Negative 4 equals 16a. Divided by 16, divided by 16. Negative 1/4 equals a. Questions? We can stop this for research, please.